one term. So what? Utasema yako, tutasema yetu. Tuone Wakenya watamini nani. So hivyo mimi sina wasiwasi. Piga kelele namna hiyo. Bweka tu. Kongo hiyo ni kama hiyo ngurumo ya chura. Ngurumo ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. We will be able to move beyond 2027. I'm confident we will move beyond 2027. The naysayers give us space, give us room, and judge us in 2027. And we have said this is going to remain in place up to 2027. After that, we will see where we go to. Even if you are saying one term, so what? The Kenyans who will decide the term, and we will see where we want to go. I am confident when that time comes, we will face Kenyans squarely and tell Kenyans, this is why we did ABCD, this is where we want to go. Utasema yako, tutasema yetu. Tuone Wakenya watamini nani. So hivyo mimi sina wasiwasi. Piga kelele namna hiyo. Bweka tu. Kongo hiyo ni kama hiyo ngurumo ya chura. Ngurumo ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. Ng'ombe itakunywa maji. We will be able to move beyond 2027. I'm confident we will move beyond 2027. Nobody should try to threaten us. We are Kenyans like you are Kenyans. Don't go and say that Kenyans is sectionalized. Sisi ni watu wa bahari. Sisi ni watu wa ziwa, kanda ya ziwa Victoria. Sisi ni watu wa bonde la ufa. Sisi ni watu wa milima. Sisi zote ni wa Kenya. We are all Kenyans. All and every Kenyan matters. It's not a question of blood relationship. Oh, you're our cousins. You're our cousins. You're our cousins. So those are your cousins. Those who are not your cousins, what are they? Are they not Kenyans? Are they not Kenyans? Don't tell us also that there is, the government has got shareholders. Watu wengine wako na share mingi, wengine wana kidogo, wengine hawana shares. Then why are you collecting taxes from those who don't have shares? Why do you tax them? You collect shares, money from them, and you say they don't deserve services because they did not vote for you. Shame on you. Shame on you. We want to live in a civilized society in a civilized manner, in a humane manner. We want Kenyans to be proud as Kenyans. Kenya is a great country. Kenya is a great country. Kenya can transition to a first world. There's no reason why Kenya cannot move the way Kenyans equivalents have done. We can do it when we create enabling environment for Kenyans to thrive. Kenyans can excel. I've seen Kenyans excel elsewhere. I've seen countries much poorer than Kenya transition and become first world. Korea is one. We want to ensure that we bring Vision 2030 back on the table. We also revive the NESC, National Economic and Social Council, so that all those flagship projects that we coined during that time can be revived and make sure that they're all moving together, going in the right direction. This will help us as a country. So I'm saying this as just a Kenyan patriot who is thinking about Kenya. Kenya number 1, Kenya number 2, Kenya number 3. This is where we are. And we have sat together and reviewed the MOU that we signed last year, this year. And we have now put together a framework to ensure that the MOU is implemented to the letter. This is going to happen. Those who have been maimed, those who have been injured, those who have been in hospital, And those who have died, the families of those who have died will be compensated. And we said we go back to just not 2024, 2023, 22, we go back to 2017. From 2017 up to today, all those people who have been maimed, who have been killed and so on, the families are going to be compensated. And we have got to put in place a framework for that to happen. Secondly, we have also a structure of how to ensure that the MOU itself is implemented to the full. And that's why next week we are going to have a joint parliamentary group meeting to ensure that our members of parliament implement what we need, put up structures in place so that we can be able to implement what we've agreed on. Issues of human rights must be respected. We must ensure that people live well. We must ensure that our people have food, that our people have shelter, that our people have work, that our people, when they are sick, they can be treated, that our children will go to school. This is very, very important to us. This is very important indeed. And that the cost of living needs to be brought down. And that it must be rule of law. That the security forces are there to protect the people. The police are servants of the people, not masters. The police need to be civil to the population. If you have committed an offense, arrest me. Take me to prison, take me to court, and let the court find me guilty and imprison me. But do not use your own weapon to assassinate me. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot to kill. Don't shoot to kill. Don't shoot to maim. Arrest and charge in a court of law. That's what is called rule of law. We were in a very serious situation sometime last year. Everybody knows where we were. There was a possibility of Kenya degenerating into a failed state. People who do not understand history talk very easily. But ask them, tell them, what happened in Libya? What happened in Egypt after the Arab Spring? What happened? Where was it a risk where crowd not able to move in and take the government and form a government? Where do you have a military regime in Egypt today after the Arab Spring? Even Tunisia. People do not really understand. That's why they make it very simple. And it's very easy for them to write articles in newspapers. I read them and I just laugh. They tried to revitalize what was a very serious situation. So what we have today is basically something that we were forced into because of the circumstances that were existing at that time. I want to invite somebody to tell me their own solution, how this would have been solved. We sacrificed so that there could be peace in this country. And that's the reason why we are here today. I do not regret what we did. We did it in the best interest of our country. And Kenya must move forward. We have come here today to mourn a great Kenyan lady, a matriarch in all sense of the word. Phoebe's life is an exemplification of humanism. She ranks among some of the greatest women in the world. So we have come today to celebrate her life, not to mourn. Because at 92, Phoebe has seen it all. She rose from childhood at the time when there's a lot of discrimination against women. and managed against all the odds at that time to secure education up to a high level and becoming a teacher. One of those she taught there in central Kenya was a member of parliament with us, Matere Keriri. Matere Keriri used to tell us how Phoebe used to teach them how to dress properly in those years. She then became the first African woman to become a leader of maendeleo ya wanawake against white women. And when independence came, she was working with the prison department. Jaramogi, as Minister for Home Affairs, was in charge of prisons, made her a superintendent of prisons, became a senior superintendent of prisons. And in that capacity, she helped to develop the Langata Women Prison to create conditions of humanity in the prisons there. And then she worked with children after that. She worked with children and promoted the development of children, orphans, children which were disabled, and so on. That is another contribution that Phoebe made. And then she became a politician. And as you have been told, if you go into the Hansard, you will see Phoebe's contribution in Parliament. We want to ensure that we bring Vision 2030 back on the table. We also revive the NESC, National Economic and Social Council, so that all those flagship projects that we coined during that time can be revived and make sure that they're all moving together, going in the right direction. This will help us as a country. So I'm saying this as just a Kenyan patriot who is thinking about Kenya. Kenya number 1, Kenya number 2, Kenya number 3. This is where we are.